Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Ma'at hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated women just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our podcast today. We are so pleased that you are with us today. What a privilege to be with the Black family. I bow to you, beloved. Welcome to the Vicki Show. I'm typically here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Family, a little bit of housekeeping before we get ready to get into our topic today. We're going to be talking about the Black militia versus the white militia and warfare tactics. Shout out to the Black family that's fighting on every front to truly, once and for all, rid our planet. Whose planet is it? Rid our planet of white supremacy with intelligence, with strategy, and with tact. The housekeeping, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up if you're watching us on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. If you happen to be watching us on one of our other platforms, we do ask that you like, share, and subscribe, beloved. Not only are we shown on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, that's where I go live, but our other shows where we're syndicated on or played on, sometimes the way you engage is different there if you're watching us on another platform. So please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you so very much. Shout out to whoever just gave that gift. I miss your name. I bless it 1,000-fold. Again, family, thumbs up, like, and share. I want you to know that we have a business school where you can learn from Black people how to build a Black business at FlyNubianBusiness.com for a very reasonable rate. So be sure to check out our store at FlyNubianBusiness.com. And also, I'm still doing my mastermind class, my exclusive VIP mastermind class where I'm dropping metaphysical gems, but I'm answering your questions. You have access to me at clubvicky.com. That's clubvicky.com. All right, family. Now that we've gotten a little bit of our housekeeping out of the way, let's get ready to get into our topic today. We understand that our dear family, some of our brothers and sisters made their way. Shout out to you, Sharice, my dear sister, faithful supporter. I bless your gift 1,000-fold, beloved. Peace and blessings, beautiful queen. Peace and blessings back to you. Listen, shout out to you, Nashville, on my Instagram page. By the way, Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com because I'm going to need to use this device. Thank you so much. Listen, you all know that every chance I get, I remind you, beloved, that we are at war. I remind you that we're on a sophisticated battlefield here in these United States of America. Somebody talk Black to me. I constantly give you intelligence to let you know the goings on of the white supremacists. We understand now that they don't primarily work through the Ku Klux Klan in white robes under cover of night. We've explained to you, we've shown you time and time again, and you've seen it yourself, that the white supremacists has on 2- and 3-piece suits walking up and down the halls of Congress. They make laws. You understand that there are judges wearing black robes. Thurgood Marshall, the first Black U.S. Supreme Court Justice, told us long, long, long ago. Who did I say? Our brother, the first Black Supreme Court Justice, when he made it behind enemy lines to the highest court of the land, the conclusion, the very clear conclusion that our brother came away with was that white supremacists, the Ku Klux Klan, no longer operates or wears white robes, but they wear what? Black robes and blue uniforms. That's law enforcement. I need somebody black to talk black to me. They wear fatigues. And I've taught you here that they also wear white jackets with a stethoscope around their necks. I dedicated my time to teaching you these things, to showing you these things. I'm someone who has a long and unimpeachable record of being on the front lines. I've done 4.5 years worth of some form of federal custody in the belly of the beast, and paid high prices before then that made me a target because of my activism. And then I had the nerve to put my money where my mouth was. I made my way into prisons to teach long before I ended up doing a long bid in a federal prison, nursing homes, supporting folks, and putting black children through college to a number of historically black colleges and universities. And notwithstanding my medical, physical disability, notwithstanding the fact that I can't go to and fro and oftentimes leave my home for days at a time, I'm still bringing you inspiration, information, and empowerment. And I still put my money where my mouth is. That's just for you funny looking haters out there. I just wanted to preference that. And some of the ones that's talking, wanting to know what we're doing, this is your first time even being on the front lines. Congratulations. I think it's a good thing. But let's get something straight. Our engagement in the battle of white supremacy is meant for us to mitigate or to lessen unnecessary black casualties. We don't do stupid. When you are building something and when you are dealing with an architecture, how many of you all know that a lot of times when you're building, sometimes the planning, God today, takes longer than the actual building. Somebody talk black to me. Shout out to all of you that are giving. Frederick, Aaliyah, Black, and I'm sorry, Silent D Production, others for your kind words. It's important that you put a premium on the type of information, the type of intelligence that you are getting. I told you before this revelation from my dear sister who said what? Transformation comes about because of revelation. If you're getting bad information, baby, you're going to manifest devastation. The last part was me. Somebody talk black to me. Some of you think this is some kind of game, white supremacy. You just want to blow off some steams to make yourself feel like you're doing something. No, baby. I say shout out to all of my black brothers and sisters who showed up to do something. Many of you were well-meaning in your engagement. Any caution that I expressed was for your well-being. I'm going to say that again. Any caution I expressed was for your well-being. I make no excuses for people to sit on the sidelines and not get in the game. But baby, if you ain't been coming to practice, if you've not been receiving your proper training, ain't nobody gonna throw you in the game, beloved, not yet. We're being strategic. A warrior is first one that is intelligent. You engage with your big black brain. And sometimes the meetings, sometimes the planning before you build, that's sometimes the most exhaustive part. Somebody talk black to me. Now, let me make this announcement real quick. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the network on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com or our affiliates, but they are mine, Vicki Dillard. Somebody talk black to me. Let me also say this. I'm not the only queen on this network or our affiliate channels. I might not be your style. That's the reason why you can engage with some of the other sisters. Of course, I long for you to listen to me. I love for you to. But I don't suffer from low self-esteem if you choose not to. I say all that to say, warning, trolls will be blocked. Not people that disagree. But I want you to listen and then comprehend before you make your conclusion. Thank you so much for your patience. I am your sister and I love you. Even when you are vicious and you are unnecessarily trying to attack me, when your sister endeavors to sound the alarm for your own good. Somebody talk black to me. And if you're listening to white people, God, today, that's giving you your instructions, or you are listening to black looking people who disrespects your sister, who means well, then I'm looking at you funny. Baby, there ain't no straddling the lines in this season. Disagree if you want to. I ain't tripping on that, but no disrespect. And I do ask, as intelligent black people, listen to the whole briefing. Donald Trump, America is in a catastrophe because Donald Trump refuses to read his briefings. He refuses intelligence. So his actions are catastrophic and it's causing lives and it's screwing up jobs and it's screwing up the economy. This foul white supremacy that's in the White House that was built by slaves is a screw up because he refuses intelligence. Don't be like that. Now stop screaming, Vicki. Sorry, Instagram. Come on over to FlyNewBeQueenTV.com. Instagram. Come on over. Because I need to use this device. By the way, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Would you do that? Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram. Now, let me put this up because I'm inviting the people to come right now on my Instagram page. So let me finish posting this. While I'm finished posting this, I've already slung my curly braids all over the globe and messed up my hairstyle. Somebody say, Vicki loves you. I love you. Somebody talk black to me. Nobody's trying to stop you from taking action. We're the ones that's been encouraging you to get up off your dusty rump to do something for black people. How dare you try to flip the script and try to act like all we doing is online stuff. Newness. Sit your funny looking self down. Now, if this don't apply to you, don't get all tripped out. You know who you are, who's been saying it. Sit down with your funny looking self. Trump. Donald Trump, sit down. We put a premium on intelligence here. God, today. Now, while I'm doing this, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like. Be sure to share. Would you do that? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget you can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Are you hearing me today? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so much. Text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live. I want you to also know that throughout this podcast, there are going to be important links that our beautiful moderators are putting in the chat. That's information that's going to be useful for you after the show is ended. So make sure that you take note of that. You can copy it and save the link for later. Would you do that? Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you, S for 09 for your 098 for your gift. Vicky, your nubular speaks for itself. I missed what you said because it moved so fast. Thank you, whatever your kind words were. Thank you so much, beloved. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I love you back. Now, while I'm getting this prepared, because I want you to listen to something, while I'm getting this prepared, what I'm not going to do is attack anybody personally. Not that I do that anyway. Are y'all hearing me today? My goal is to talk to intelligent Black people, not those who are emotionally immature and willfully missing the point. That's not what I'm doing today, beloved. That's not the goal. Now that I've made this, now that I've said this, I want to remind you of something. Again, for those of you that don't know, some of our Black militia family, those specifically a part of what's known as the NFAC, not effing around coalition. Did I get that right? NFAC, not effing around coalition. See, you all don't understand. Well, Vicky, why are you talking about? I don't suffer from low self-esteem. I don't play. I sound the alarm on behalf of my people that want to hear it. If this ain't for you, then skedaddle, beloved. There are other queens that might be your taste. But you ain't gonna punk me, baby. I'm not the one. I'm born for this. Keep saying that. Keep saying that. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. So some of our Black militia family, many meant well, showed up in support of our sister, certainly Breonna Taylor, putting pressure on these white supremacists in whatever form they show up in. We want to have a show of force. I know that's important. But it was me, I believe, for those of you that says, oh, somebody's hating on NFAC. I believe it was me. I believe it was the Vicky show that did a show celebrating the show of force of NFAC, not effing around coalition, when they were in Georgia. Does anybody remember that? If I'm so loud, which I know I am, check your device and just hit the volume. Lower your volume. Lower your volume. Does anybody remember Sister Vicky doing a show dedicated to the NFAC not too long ago? Okay, somebody said, yes, I watched it. Okay. Does anybody recall me doing a show about the black armed brothers and sisters who escorted the Black politician into, I believe it was Michigan Capitol, before I did the show on the NFAC? Does anybody remember that? I just need some witnesses. I just want to make sure I got to make sure that I'm not crazy here. Does anybody remember that? Okay. So slowness for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out there. And only for them. I was excited to see Black defense. I was excited to see our people take a stand to say, no, baby, never again. I was excited for law-abiding Black citizens. Even though I might defend myself differently from them, what I was celebrating was the fact that they were saying, hey, we are not going to let you unjustly murder and kill us. I think it was me that did those shows. Is that right, family? Okay, so let's be clear. This is a space for intelligent Black people. You got to take all this into consideration before you come for me. Now that I've put that out the way for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you, Ann. Speak truth. We who have ears to hear will hear the Queen. Thank you, beloved. That's all I'm saying. When you listen to white women, you're going to get yourself confused around this piece. When you listen to black looking people, that is to say people with white supremacist mindsets, but look like on the outside, they're one of us. Now, watch this. I want you to listen to something. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Recently, the leader of NFAC, Not Effing Around Coalition, shout out to you, LL. Love you, Vicky. You love fairness and equality. That's right, beloved. And I love you back. And I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Listen. The leader of NFAC came under fire. And some of what has been said about him has to do with his past. What some believe to be questionable and important things to consider, especially when you're dealing with leading God's most precious people into battle. What I want you to know is that I'm not even going to deal with this brother's past at all. Did you hear what I said? So you don't have to say to me, well, Vicky, people change. I'm not going to get into the fact that he's ripped off his Black Lives Matter shirt and said all lives matter in front of white folks, white police officers, or whoever else was there. I'm not going to get into the issues of his music career or not, or get into possible alleged political ambitions. I'm not going to do any of that. Because I want you all to understand my issue is not this particular brother. I'm going to say it again. My issue is not this particular brother. My issue is the white supremacist who might be able to use him or any of our people. Somebody talk black to me. Please take your woosah breath right now. For those of you that's sitting on the edge of your seats, wondering what I'm getting ready to say to quote unquote disrespect your group, Vicky's not about that life. I recognize so many different spiritual faiths, different black folk, different backgrounds, whatever your different station is in life. And I put my money where my mouth is. This is not about attacking a man. This is about exposing a vulnerability and a weakness that might be there. Somebody talk black to me. So Vicky's not going to get into any of his past. All I'm going to deal with is what I see right now. In the present. Is that okay, family? Watch this. So, the Boogaloo Boys. We often talk about white supremacy. Is that right, family? You've heard me do shows discussing how the different police force has infiltrated law enforcement. Is that right, family? I've done shows giving you information about how certain military soldiers, and officials were found to have white supremacist connections. Is that right, family? Is that right? In keeping with that, I want to read you something from which one am I going to start off with? I pulled this document after doing some research from FPS, U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Oh, I'm going to make it make sense in a minute. Y'all just hang out with me. Why am I doing this? For the Black collective's good. Just so you know I ain't lying. Do you all see that there? Do you all see that there? Watch this. The link is in the chats because you know I just believe in receipts like that. So you know I ain't lying. What is the FPS? The Federal Protective Service. How many of you all have heard of them before? Not playing with y'all today. FPS. How many of you all have heard of that before? FPS. Are you hearing me? Federal Protective Service. A couple of thousand plus of you are in the chat. Welcome to the Vicky Show. We're so pleased that you are with us today, family. As you come in, we do ask that you come in giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up. We ask that you be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so very much. Make sure that you copy the link and share it out to everybody that you know. Shout out to you, Tony, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Queen, continue to speak the truth. You have haters. Yes, yes. Yes, beloved. Thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you, family, for liking and sharing. Listen. So the FPS is a Federal Protective Service. It's a law enforcement, physical security, and intelligence agency within DHS, the Department of Homeland Security. On the front lines every day, it says to prevent, protect, respond to, and recover from terrorism, criminal acts, and other hazards threatening the U.S. government, federal employees, and public visitors, etc. Just wanted you to have that little bit of background before I continue reading. I just showed you that I have before you the unclassified for official use only FPS Weekly Intelligence Brief. What I'm giving you today is your Black War Briefing. For those of you that are interested in the truth and actually winning in Black society, this is your war briefing. Don't be Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't believe in reading his daily briefings. He just believes in being reckless, haphazard, and capricious in his actions. And that's the reason why we're in the condition we're in, because he refuses intelligence. Don't run for my intelligence today, family. After I give it, you can take it or you can let it alone. But this briefing, U.S. Department of Homeland Security briefing, FPS Weekly Intelligence Brief. This is dated, beloved, February of 2020. So a few months ago. I'm reading directly to you now from the Federal Protective Services, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, FPS Week Intelligence Briefing, 17th through the 21st of February. Listen. It says, white, racially motivated, violent extremists suggests spreading coronavirus. Oh, y'all just give me some chance a minute to connect the dots. Would you do that? The link is in the chat. This is from the Homeland Security. It reads, violent extremists continue to make bioterrorism a popular topic among themselves. White, racially motivated violent extremists, they're known as WRMVEs. They're known as WRMVEs, white, racially motivated violent extremists, have recently commented on the coronavirus, stating that it is an, quote, and they have it in all caps, obligation to spread it should any of them contact the virus. Please listen, Black family. Suggested targeting has focused primarily on law enforcement and minority communities, with some mention of public spaces in general. When WRMVEs, what are WRMVEs, family? White, racially motivated violent extremists. Did Vicky come up with that term? No. Who's using that term, Vicky? The U.S. Department of Homeland Security. This is in their what? FPS Weekly Intelligence Briefing that I'm reading to you from. The unclassified for official use. Somebody black, talk black to me. The link is in the chat. Keep reading, Vicky. Suggested targeting, I read that part before, about minority communities and so forth. When the WRMVEs have discussed the virus, they have been using terms such as coronacon, bull run virus, referencing Dylan Roof, Who's Dylan Roof, family? That's the one that was charged with the murder of our 9 black families at Mother Emanuel's Church. Do you remember that? I'm reading you from where? From the Homeland Security's recent briefing. And Booga flu. I'm going to need the intelligent people. This is the only space for intelligent people. And Booga flu. Modification of the term Boogaloo, which is used to reference a future civil war. WRMVEs. What does WRMVE stand for again, class? White, racially motivated, violent extremists. Did Vicky make up that term? No, because Vicky is reading directly to you from a U.S. Department of State's Homeland Security briefing, 17th to the 21st of February 2020. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing, beloved. Let everybody know that Vicky is on FlyMeBeQueenTV.com talking about never, not effing around coalition versus the white supremacist B-boys. I'm coming to you in love with respect for my black family, many of them that showed up because they wanted to do something about this beast. But we've got to be intelligent in our engagement is all. Keep reading, Vicky. WRMVEs have been using the Telegram channel, which consists of WRMVE channels that support James Mason's siege culture and accelerationism. It talks about tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPS. It says listed below are recommended methods shared by WRMVEs for spreading coronavirus. Black family, if you see somebody in the chat that needs some help, if they're wanting to know what WRMVE is, you help them out. What is it, family? What does the WRMVE stand for, beloved? Okay. White, racially motivated, violent extremist. Keep reading, Vicky. So the government, Homeland Security, this briefing, this unclassified briefing document that I'm reading from, it says, listed below are recommended methods shared by the WRMVEs for spreading coronavirus. First bullet, spend as much time as possible in public spaces with their, quote, enemies. Hence, I wouldn't mind joining you guys at your protest. Oh, we're not a white supremacist organization. Keep reading, Vicky. Visit offices and leave saliva on door handles. Spray saliva from spray bottle on the faces of law enforcement. Commit crimes such as arson of a shooting and leave coronavirus-laced items at the scene for detectives to find. Spit on elevator buttons. Spread coronavirus germs in non-white neighborhoods. That was the last bullet. I'm going to read the first bullet again, and then I'm going to read the last bullet again. While I'm doing that, I'm sure every single one of you, the thousands of you that are watching live, and perhaps the tens of thousands that will watch us later on this network, as well as some of our other platforms that our show is re-aired on, I'm sure you're going to be giving us a thumbs up, liking, and sharing. Is that right? Don't forget, shopfnq.com is our store where you can buy all kinds of Fly Nubian apparel. Thank you for letting me drink this, family. Listen, the first bullet, tactics tactics and techniques and procedures known as TTP. The first bullet it says listed below are recommended methods shared by what? These white racially motivated violent extremists. Watch this. The first bullet it says what? Spend as much time as possible in public places with their enemies. The last bullet, spread coronavirus germs in non-white neighborhoods. Analysis comment. This possible threat can likely happen due to the fact that WRMVEs have been known to travel abroad to adapt foreign terrorists' tactics. That's what's known as FTOs, foreign terrorist tactics, FTOs. It is likely that they will be willing to travel to China to bring the coronavirus back to the US. Again, the link is in the chat. It's in the chat. It goes on to discuss robocalls likely capable of overwhelming 911 emergency call centers and so forth. I'm going to stop there. I want to highlight one more point before I get off of this. Federal Protective Services. So you know I ain't lying, and the link is in the chat. Y'all see that right there? This is the unclassified U.S. Department of Homeland Security's weekly briefing from 17 through 21 of February 2020. Is that right? What did that briefing say? One more time. Let me just give you one. Want to highlight one of the things it said again? About these what? White racially motivated violent extremists known as what? WRMVEs. What did it say? It says that when they discuss the virus, they've been using terms such as coronachan, boronavirus, B-O-W-L, boronavirus. Again, they said that's referencing Dylan Roof, who's a what? A white supremacist. And boogaflu, modification of the term boogaloo, which is used to reference a future civil war. Your government briefing from months ago acknowledges these white supremacists are about that Civil War life. The boogaloo. Now that I've shown you that, thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. I want you now, please, to listen to an excerpt from, which I really don't need to read. I'm going to actually skip that because I want to move on here to something that the leader, Mr. J, said. I want to repeat what I'm about to say. I told you I know that there are others that have drawn attention to the past of this brother. Is that right? Grandmaster J, right? But I've explained to you that Grandmaster J from Not Effing Around Coalition, I told you I'm not going to deal with his past at all for the show. I want to highlight an issue of something he said recently that I believe is problematic. Now, all of the thousands of intelligent Black people that have just heard me give you information directly from your Homeland Security's briefing from a few months ago, and you can access it yourself from the link. I want you to listen to something Grandmaster J said recently. This, I say in love. I have no reason to attack this brother personally. I said it before. For those of you that are just coming in, I'm going to say it again. This is not about him. My concern on highlighting this is about these white supremacists that might be using our brother and those that might be affiliated and associated with him. Somebody talk black to me. You intelligent people understand that. That's not in their emotions. That's misdirected. Here you go. Here we go. I just read the Copyright Act for fair use, and I'm not even going to show the picture because I don't want us to focus on our brother. That's not what I'm doing this for. I want you to listen to what he said, keeping in mind what I just read to you.
Say, hey. Here
we go. Somebody say Vicky's doing this in love. No attacks, no personal attacks. It's about substance. Okay, if I can get my thing to come back up. Thank you, family, for your patience. Here we go.
That have been extended to the NFAC, most notably from the Boogaloo Boys, who have reached out to me to say, hey, wait a minute. We're not these racist guys that people are telling you that we are. Don't put us on the list with them boys over there. We rock with you. Matter of fact, they've made an offer to come to Louisville and stand with us. They have made an offer, and I have the contact information, even though I've let them know I am adhering to Malcolm X. When Malcolm X said, you can help us, but you cannot join us, which means to the Boogaloo Boys, if you want to come out and provide some form of security, I don't know how, because we're going to have so much. I'm not saying that you can't come. I'm just saying that you did reach out, and I'm acknowledging publicly that to the public, they did reach out. But at the awesome olive branches that have been extended to the NFAC, most notably.
It's starting over again. He uses the phrase, an olive branch has been extended to us. We don't typically use the word olive branch when we're dealing with white supremacists. He says they extended an olive branch. Baby, we don't consider white supremacist organizations attempts to reach us in conversations olive branches. Using that type of language softens the reality of who they are. Somebody talk black to me. Oh, this whole show is in love. Listen, listen, listen. This is not about our black brothers and sisters, many of them that showed up with a good heart. Y'all meant well. But don't run from intelligence, Donald Trump. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Listen. I want you to listen again. I want you to listen again.
Have been extended to the NFAC, most notably from the Boogaloo Boys, who have reached out to me to say, hey, wait a minute. We're not these racist guys that people are telling you that we are. Don't put.
Black family. He says that the Boogaloo Boys reached out to him and say, hey, we're not these racist guys that everybody's telling you we are. How many of you all know that some of our black soldiers online, and there are different types of soldiers. How many of you all know that what makes a military effective are not just the people that's on the front line? The only reason why they're on the front line is because someone with the brain that did the strategizing told them that's where they're supposed to be. How many of you all know I did a show shouting out the black women who were officers fighting the Nazis, and they were forced and humiliated into giving aid to Nazis? How many times have I showed you, reminded you that it was our black brothers and sisters that were on the front lines fighting the Nazis, and they couldn't even eat in the same mess halls as their white soldiers? But the enemy combatants were able to eat in the same mess halls as them. There are different kinds of soldiers. Soldier on the front down don't even know where to go unless somebody who's the brain and the head is telling you this is the means you recruit. He says they gave an olive branch. He says that these white supremacist organizations, who our black brothers online, how many of you all know that there have been black conscious people online exposing white supremacists day after day after day, week after week after week? These are black men, a lot of them, that have been telling you that, along with many of us sisters. So if your black brothers and sisters have dedicated their time and their life and their resources to giving you the knowledge through their books and DVDs to say, these are race soldiers, exposing their tactics. Are you meaning to tell me, we're going to take the word of a white supremacist over your black brothers and sisters that's been telling you they're lying to you, they're a problem? I'm telling you, it's dangerous to use phrases like so-and-so extended an olive branch when you're talking about a white supremacist. It's dangerous to say to the people, oh, they said, oh, we're not racist like those, like other people have been telling you. Okay, whose word are you going to believe? Keep listening. Keep listening. For those of you that are just coming in, I asked you to listen to everything I say and then comment. Intelligent people listen to things, and then you listen to the context of something, you listen to all the information, then you draw conclusions. This ain't the show for you to be telling me, well, he already said. No, you're watching the Vicky show. After I'm done, beloved, then you can take that and run with it and tell me how you feel. I ain't tripping if you disagree, but no disrespect. I'm trying to make you more intelligent. You can't be intelligent, Donald Trump, when you're rejecting information. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. FlyNubianBusiness.com is our business school. Be sure to check it out. FlyNubianBusiness.com. He said they made him an offer, but he told them that he's going to adhere to the Malcolm X philosophy that you can help, but you can't join us. He told them that you can help us. Our brother told these white supremacists, you can help us. Again, this is not about the brother. This is about who? The white supremacist organization. Right? That's right. Somebody just said, Shavin says, she ain't lying. I'm in the military. That's military science. The brains aren't on the front line. God today. And especially when they have an autoimmune illness where they can't get out and about. Funny looking self. Thank you, beloved, for the confirmation. Listen. Listen. You got to be careful who you listening to. They'll make you dumb. Watch this. I'm trying to pull it back up, family. Listen. Let's listen again.
Have been extended to the NFAC, most notably from the Boogaloo Boys, who have reached out to me to say, hey, wait a minute. We're not these racist guys that people are telling you that we are. Don't put us on the list with them boys over there. We rock with you. Matter of fact, they've made an offer to come to Louisville and stand with us. Listen. They have made an offer, and I have the contact information, even though I let them know I am adhering to Malcolm X. When Malcolm X said, you can help us, but you cannot join us, which means to the Boogaloo Boys, if you want to come out and provide some form of security, I don't know how, because we're going to have so much. I'm not saying that you can't come. I'm just saying that you did reach out, and I'm acknowledging.
He said, you can help us, but you can't join. No. I don't want no help with no white supremacists, any way, form, or fashion. I don't want a cup of water from you. I don't want directions from you. I don't want a wink from you. I don't want your car. No, baby. White supremacists can't help us like that when you're dealing with actual armor. When you're dealing with military grade weapons, and you got white supremacists talking about they're wanting to, you saying I can help you. Now, you didn't just stop there. You said that they wanted to provide some form of security. And you told them, not that you didn't say no, you said they wanted to provide security. I'm not sure what kind of security, because we're going to have so much there already, but I let them know that they can come. Security? white supremacists providing security when it's possible that they could be there monitoring you? And because we know that the law enforcement is already infiltrated with white supremacists, and so is the military, so that they can provide their homeboys, their fellow Ku Klux Klan brother, your locations of where you are, who's who, taking pictures, information to use later. Somebody talk black to me. There's no way, slowness, that you're going to tell me somebody's taking his own words out of context. What I'm saying is the idea that there was any kind of conversation going on this long, and the fact that white supremacists were told that they could come help. He just said it himself, that he told them that he subscribes to Malcolm X's philosophy that you can come help, but you can't join. He specifically said that they wanted to provide security, and he told them that they could come, and he simply told them not that they couldn't provide security, but I'm not sure what kind, because we're going to have so much there already, but this is their desire. Family, I'm telling you, that's dangerous. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that is dangerous. You can shut your eyes to the truth if you want. You can dig your fingers in your ear, 50-year-old, if you want to. You can take it or let it alone. But I'm simply saying that that's a problem. I'm saying that that's not good. I'm saying that that strategically could be dangerous for our people. And I'm saying it in love. I'm not attacking this brother's past. I'm saying that his comments that he made recently is problematic, in my humble opinion. This is your war briefing from your sister, Vicky. And to the degree that some of you say, well, Vicky, the Boogaloo brothers, I mean, that was, Homeland Security. You know how the government can lie about stuff too. And this thing. Well, I believe out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. I've already given you a couple of resources. I'm sure my moderator right now will put another link in that I just chose to skip over right now because I wanted to move on to this clip that I want you to listen to from another big black brain. So you don't think that it's just Vicky coming up with this. I want you to listen to someone else who's done the research before this incident even happened, that was sounding the alarm about these white supremacist organizations, specifically Boogaloo. Because we know that our open enemy mixes truth with falsehood. That's why we have to vet what they say. That's why we have to check and double check. Are y'all hearing me today? Watch this. So I'm sure our beautiful moderators will provide you with the link from Business Insider. Wrote this piece from March of this year. White supremacists discuss using the coronavirus as a bioweapon. Explosive internal document reveals. It gives the specifics and the bullet points in the article, talking about how federal investigators have learned that white supremacists in the U.S. discuss plans to use the coronavirus as a bioweapon. Yahoo News reports, citing a weekly intelligence brief from a division of the Department of Homeland Security. It gives specifics and details, which I've read you some of that already. It goes on to talk about the stats from the World Health Organization and so forth. Many of you all know I've done shows, and I've highlighted many of the lies that they've told us about COVID-19. How many of you all remember that? I've highlighted the fact that some of the things that they told us specifically about COVID-19 and coronavirus is a lie. But some things that they've been telling us is also the truth. But more importantly, we've received direct warning from a man that we know loves black people, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who's told us that the coronavirus is a plague from God. Somebody talk black to me. Which means it's a thing that God is using. What makes coronavirus so interesting is how it's moving about, but it's also the things that coronavirus is revealing, all of the weak systems in America. Coronavirus is something that the God is using as just one of the plagues that he's going to hit Egypt. America. Egypt. America with. How many of you all know that if you look at the records from some months ago, before I even knew this was going on, I warned you prophetically meaning perceptive knowledge. I did a show telling you guys to beware with the coronavirus. When I learned how they were saying it could be transmitted, I immediately warned you that your open enemy would use that. He would even weaponize his spit and his sneeze. Did I not do it, family? Tell me if I'm lying. Then I came across a story of a white woman who went into a store and coughed on thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of groceries. Did I not, family? And didn't I tell you then that what I told you before then was just confirmation, because I didn't even know about some of these stories until later? Somebody talk black to me. I'm seeing a lot of y'all saying that's true. Some of y'all saying, yes, you did. Watch this. I'm thankful that there's black brothers and sisters that was willing to fly, even in the middle of a global pandemic, to touch down on Kentucky on behalf of their sisters. Shout out to you all for doing that. This is not to disrespect you guys. It's in protection of you. I did a show shouting out the NFAC. Go sit your funny looking self down somewhere. But that ain't all I want to share with you today. Keep liking and sharing, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And I hope that I continue to see our brothers and sisters willing to enforce the protection of Black life. But my goal is to see you continuously do it intelligently. And when you are given a warning about things and information, even at the last minute, that you adjust your strategy. Intelligent people do that. Some of you know our dear brother, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. Shout out to you, Erica. She said, love you, Queen V. Teach, Queen. Thank you, beloved. You know I love you back, Erica. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. If you're watching us on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com, if others of you are watching us on one of our other platforms, beloved, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. So to our dear brother, again, those of you that's trying to make it about one man, see, you're making it worse. When you keep saying, have so-and-so on your show, have this. This is my show right now. I'm talking about the issue of dealing with the white supremacist organization. I'm talking about the issue of saying, yes, you can come down here. Yes, you can help us, but no, you can't officially join. I'm talking about the issue of saying, acknowledging that they wanted to provide security, and you did not say, no, you can't provide security. You said you weren't sure what kind because it was already going to be so much. But you said, yes, come on down. You can come on down. I'm saying even that much engagement, family, is a problem, and it's some vulnerability. Now listen. And again, shout out to those of you who stand for your Black brothers and sisters and letting these white supremacists know, nah, baby, you're not going to roll over and kill us. Like I said, I'm hoping that you guys will continue to do it and continue to be intelligent and powerful and effective and wise. Are you hearing me? That's all. That's all. Now, some knowledge is too high for the slow, the willfully slow. You know what? Let me just go to church on you real quick. While I go to church on you, don't forget my mastermind class. My mastermind class, clubvicky.com. Every Wednesday, I'm live. You have direct access to me in a private VIP setting where I'm dropping metaphysical gems, spiritual gems. You will experience me sort of in a different light there, and I'm answering your questions there, clubvicky.com. Listen, talking about intelligence. You know, when our brother said this part again.
To the NFAC, most notably from the Boogaloo Boys, who have reached out to me to say, hey, wait a minute. We're not these racist guys that people are telling you that we are. Don't put us on the list.
So if white people tell you, white supremacist organizations that we know are white supremacist organizations, and they say, oh, we're not white supremacist organization, don't put us on the list, Black family. What have I taught you? We're supposed to say what, family? We're supposed to be like God in the garden and say, who told you that? God today. We're supposed to question when the serpent is talking to us, Eve, the woman. We're supposed to question. How many of you all know that there's a such thing as deceptive intelligence? Do you know what that is? Deceptive intelligence. No boogaloo boy can be on the phone with me and I say, you can't join, but you can help. No boogaloo boy can be on the phone with me and say, I want to provide security. And I don't tell them flat out, no, you can't provide security. I don't say to you, no, I'm not sure what kind of security because we're already going to have so much. No, I tell you, no, baby. You're the serpent. Do you see how I'm making this about the white supremacists? Do you see how this is a problem with infiltrating and with them trying to size us up and to find out how far they can go with us? Somebody talk black to me. Hosea chapter 4, verse 5 says, so you stumble day and night, and the prophets stumble with you. So I destroy your mother, meaning Israel. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What are people destroyed for? Lack of intelligence. Y'all play too much. We love to quote that. That's powerful. You don't need to be religious or spiritual to appreciate that my people are destroyed or my people perish for lack of knowledge, but it doesn't stop there. It says my people are destroyed from lack of knowledge because you've rejected knowledge. I also reject you as my priests because you have ignored the law of the God. I will also ignore your children. I'm going to say it again. It's a principle we're focused on. My people are destroyed because for lack of knowledge, because you've rejected knowledge. In other words, he's saying, I'm going to also reject you. Well, Vicky, so-and-so, because some other person over there was sounding the alarm, some of you all came to my page and started airing your grievances with some other brother on my page. Some of you thought that I'm not intelligent enough to come to a conclusion on my own. How dare you? Deceptive knowledge. What is deceptive knowledge? What is it? Deceptive intelligence. Thumbs up, family. For those of you that have it on the count of 3, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching us on FlyNewBigQueenTV.com, if you're watching us on one of our other platforms, or even in a different time zone, or even on a different day, the power is still here. But I want you to like, share, subscribe, wherever you are, whatever platform. Share it, comment, and engage. Would you? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Some of you came to my pages cussing, talking crazy. Y'all call and get up. Y'all got, I could tell who you've been listening to. Coming over my pages, talking crazy like that. When all I'm doing is trying to love on you and caution, intelligence, and to slow down. You don't know what pictures, what video, and what information was derived from that instance, that event that might be used later your sister who fought for years dealing face to face with federal agents, investigators, state and local. I know how they move. Deceptive intelligence. Listen. Deceptive intelligence. It says, one of the military definitions, listen. It says deliberate deception in intelligence and military actions is executed to mislead. I'm going to say that again. I said, this says that deliberate deception. Oh, we ain't a racist organization. Oh, we boogaloo boys, but we ain't the racist. We ain't what everybody said. What did I read you from that intelligence briefing? The first thing it says is that we're supposed to mingle with who? The quote unquote enemy. One of the ways that they do that is infiltrating protest slowness. Deliberate deception in intelligence and military actions is executed to mislead adversary decision makers as to capabilities, intentions, and operations, and to cause the adversary to take specific actions or inactions that will contribute to the accomplishment of a mission. Did y'all hear that? The U.S. Army Handbook, quote, the law of land warfare, listen, names the deceiving by wrong orders, the use of enemy codes, slogans and signals, as well as targeted wrong instruction and propaganda. Who told you that? That's what God said in the garden when he was looking for Adam and the woman. Didn't the devil say to the woman, God doesn't want you to eat from that tree because he knows it's going to be like you? God said, who told you that? So what was the enemy, the devil, doing when he lied to the woman? What was he doing? That was deliberate deception and intelligence. Information, in other words, that the enemy spoke to the woman. Deliberate deception and intelligence in military actions is executed to mislead adversary decision makers as to capabilities, intentions, and operations, and to cause the adversary to take specific actions and operations, and to cause the adversary to take specific actions or inactions that will contribute to the accomplishment of a mission. The U.S. Army Handbook, the law of land warfare, names the deceiving by wrong orders, the use of enemy codes, slogans, and signals, as well as targeted wrong instruction and propaganda. Professional agency deception work is rooted in psychological operations where selected information and indicators is conveyed to foreign audiences to influence their emotions. Because y'all, some of y'all, for real, how y'all gonna slow down? You gonna get us all killed. Slowness. What did I say? Professional agency deception work is rooted in psychological operations where selected information and indicators is conveyed to foreign audiences to influence their emotions, motives, objective reasoning, to influence your objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of foreign governments, organizations, groups, and individuals. I don't have time to go too much further with the psychological operations of non-lethal weapon systems, also called PSYOP. You all have heard of that before. To induce or reinforce targets with attitudes and behavior favorable to the objectives. You got to be wise. You got to be intelligent. Listen. So in case you think, okay, that's still just Vicky. That's still some of the other people on social media that I don't like. Forget the research that Vicky did. All these names y'all talking about, it's not about them. Stop it with your arrogant self. these rats and rodents. This is about the white supremacists that's trying to destroy black people. And ain't nobody finna sit up here and beg you to be intelligent. You can go take your funny self back in the Red Sea and drown with Pharaoh and them. Your emotional self. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Listen. So, okay, Vicky gave us these receipts. Vicky had her moderators put all these links in there. She gave you Homeland Security stuff. You all have heard other folks on social media who has a record of warning black folk. You listen to other social media folks that you know that the governments don't like, who've warred with these governmental officials. Okay, forget them. You still want to give us the middle finger? Okay. Okay, no problem. So I just went and decided, okay, let me find a scholar, another scholar. So I reached out to my brother, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Shout out to Dr. Wesley Muhammad. In the book, how many of you all know I've been quoting from the book, Understanding the Assault, of the black man, black manhood and black masculinity. How many of you all know that? I like to have a lot of sources of stuff, right? And let me see. How many of y'all know I've been quoting from this book, right? You can get this book. I think it's drwesleymuhammad.info and also at noi.org. Understanding the Assault on the Black Man, Black Manhood, Black Masculinity. 414 pages of nothing but powerful receipts and all kinds of political, governmental, psychological, domestic, and religious insight and information concerning the multitude of ways that our open enemy has assaulted the black man specifically in this book, but he's done other books that's talking about black folk in general, because we know that there's attack on the sisters. But he makes the point in here about our brothers. Well, I reached out to our dear brother, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. This is him on the back of the book. One of our foremost scholars, a historian of religion, his PhD, has a ridiculous large number body of work. So I wanted to get somebody that's sort of a third party for you guys to hear from. And so I reached out to my brother, and he was so kind to talk to any information on the Boogaloo brothers. And I knew my brother was on top of it. So would you please listen? Would you please listen? No drama. Somebody say no drama. Somebody just say true, just facts, receipts. We're giving you this because we love you. I said we love you. We're wanting to unify. I'm bragging on y'all showing legal and righteous show of force. But your sister just wants you to do it intelligently and give no place to the devil. That's all.
The data shows that.
Let me cue this. Let me cue this. There's much more on here, but our dear brother, Dr. Wesley, over a month or so ago, provided this link, this compilation. And the title of this piece that he did is called Welcome to Boogaloo 2020. Coronavirus, police murder, and white survivalism. Somebody said no drama. So take out all the other people that you claim's hating. Take out this person. Vicky don't know. What about it? Okay, listen. Watch this. This is not about even the leader, Grandmaster Jay. This is bigger than him. I'm talking about the white supremacists that engaged him, family. I wouldn't have done a whole show dedicated to NFAC. I did a whole show loving on y'all, shouting y'all out. Sit down, funny looking people. So put all that other stuff aside.
Be the vaccine that gave Vice President
Let me cue this in the proper place. While I'm doing that, family, keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. I want you to listen. It's going to take just a few minutes. This is for the intelligent black people. So I wanted Dr. Wesley's perspective. He gave me some information. Thank you, Dr. Wesley. Shout out to Dr. Wesley Muhammad, one of our greatest minds and scholars, in my humble opinion, of our day. Listen to what he said.
That is made available to Black people in Black zip codes has been deliberately weaponized against Black people. We documented that in our report, and that report is now a part of our text. Understanding the Assault on the Black Man, Volume 2, The Pot Plot, Marijuana, Hip Hop, and the Scientific Assault on Black America. The weaponization of the food made available in Black neighborhoods, Black zip codes. That is part of the scientific assault on Black America. So all these conditions that prevail to make Black people more vulnerable to the more devastating effects from COVID-19 than other communities, all of these factors are part of the scientific assault, the deliberate scientific assault on Black America. We were made predisposed to devastation by this virus once it was dropped on us. And why do you keep saying, Brother Dr. Wesley,
Listen,
that this virus was dropped on us, as if you are suggesting a deliberate plot to infect Black people with SARS-CoV-2? That's exactly what I'm saying. And why am I saying it? Because the FBI has said it.
Listen.
FBI confirms white supremacists want to weaponize coronavirus against Blacks. In January, when News in America began reporting incidents of COVID-19, the original seeding,
listen,
understand this, the original seeding of this coronavirus in America was from wealthy white people.
That's right.
That is now a confirmed fact. It was wealthy white New Yorkers returning from their vacation in Europe that seeded America with this virus. In California, the ground zero communities in New York and the ground zero communities in California for this virus were affluent white zip codes. That is a fact. So how did this virus that was originally, quite literally, an affluent white disease, how is it now a poor Black disease?
Let's be clear. Our brother is showing receipts and giving us facts about how coronavirus was a white European thing initially, right? The same way HIV was, the same way a whole bunch of other stuff was, right? And then all of a sudden it became Black. I've told you guys before, there's so many lies about COVID-19, but there's some truth to some of the stuff with COVID-19. What we know is that either way, Black folk are affected by the truth and the lies of COVID-19. Somebody Black, talk Black to me. I'm gonna let you keep listening. I'm connecting the dot here. I said Black folks are affected by the truth and the lies of COVID-19. That's why we still need to take cover. That's why we still need to keep ourselves socially distanced from this open enemy. Listen, for those of you that are coming in, so those of you that are emotional, those of you that are in your feelings and that are being intentionally ridiculous, I said, shout out to you Black family and members of the NFAC and other similar Black militant groups. I said, shout out to many of you because I said most of you I know had the right heart in your engagement. I said, I'm not attacking any individuals. I said, I can't wait to see you guys do more of this. But I said you must be intelligent and that it is a problem when you acknowledge that you are having conversation and you allow the Boogaloo brothers to come down. I know you say quote unquote couldn't join. They weren't even asking about joining, but you said yes, they could help. And they said they wanted to provide security and you didn't tell them no. You said you weren't sure what kind of security because it was going to be so much there already, but you allowed them to participate and you allowed them to help. I'm simply saying that's the problem. I'm keeping the focus on the white supremacists. So if you are so in your emotions that you're going to intentionally lie on your sister and say, I'm saying anything else other than that, shame on you. And you know, you mess with me, baby. You messing with an army that you can't see too. I'm talking about the spirit realm. Hey, Vic ain't gonna physically give no order to do nothing or to come up on you. But I trust the higher realms to deal with your lying self. I'm about the protection of Black people. And you so up in your emotions. I'm sitting here giving you the real day in and day out, and you gonna sit your funny looking self up here like somebody's trying to stop what you're doing. Slowness, we're trying to make sure you can keep doing it. Somebody talk Black to me. Keep listening as you keep giving us a thumbs up, liking and sharing. I ain't worried about your little hurt feelings. Vic ain't on the show just so she can get subscribers and numbers and make herself look like she's some queen or special or important. This is a holy mission of mine, what I'm doing. Whether the people like it or not.
Proportionately. One of the reasons is the FBI confirms white supremacists want to weaponize coronavirus against Blacks. Not just want, have done so.
Have done so.
In January,
listen,
coronavirus or COVID-19 was an affluent white disease in the United States in America.
What did he say? In January, what? COVID-19 was a what? A white disease, right?
In February,
watch,
the New York FBI.
The same briefing. He's referring to the same briefing that I just showed you, and the link is in the chat. He's getting ready to refer to it.
Sent an intel report to local law enforcement, warning them that they have intercepted encrypted communications, not just social media babble.
Listen,
encrypted communications.
Preach, Doc.
From white extremist groups.
Come on now.
And in this encrypted communications that the FBI intercepted, the white extremist groups were plotting to spread coronavirus in Black neighborhoods. I have here.
That's the one.
The FBI intel notice.
Listen.
Entitled White Racially Motivated Violent Suggests Spreading the Coronavirus. They detail how the white extremists intend to spread the virus. This is in February. No, January, COVID-19 was an affluent white affliction.
Talk Black.
In February, white supremacists start plotting according to intercepted, encrypted communications. White supremacists literally start plotting, spreading the disease among Black people. And their plot was to any of their brethren or sisterin who contracted the virus.
Listen.
According to the intercept, it was their obligation to spread it among Black people, Jews, and law enforcement. How would they spread it?
Listen.
They will spread it by going into Black neighborhoods innocuously, because they know we welcome white people of every stripe.
And that's the problem. We welcome white people into our spaces. Listen. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard and Twitter at Dillard Vicky. Family, everybody go to Twitter and follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicky. Dillard Vicky, my last name first. And Instagram, Vicky X Dillard. Text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live.
Among us, and we are never suspicious of white people, though they are always suspicious of us.
Talk black, doctor.
In their neighborhood.
Listen.
The plan was to go into black neighborhoods.
Slowness.
And cough in the air, spreading the virus, putting saliva on touch points, doorknobs, and elevator buttons. This is the plot that was exposed in February.
Now, he gave you more information than I did, because remember, he also told you that one of the reports he was reading, he was talking about, he said it was intercepted cryptic. He said it wasn't just what? Online babble. It wasn't just the stuff that they could pick up online. What did he say? It was some encryptic stuff that was intercepted. Listen.
But white supremacists, because this plot, this weaponization of coronavirus against black people,
listen,
it's part of the white supremacist Boogaloo 2020.
Wait a minute. What did you say, Dr. Wesley? Dr. Wesley, are we going to believe the white supremacist, the white person who called on the phone to say, whoa, we're releasing an olive branch. We're not white supremacists. Are we going to believe these black men and the black sisters that's been on the front line trying to warn you how they doing business right now, how they engaging in warfare? Who you gonna believe? Dr. Wesley did this some weeks back. Lord have mercy today. Vicky, come on, Vicky. Your braids is in France right now. Sudan. It's in the Congo. It's down there in Venezuela. Haiti. Right now. That's what these braids are. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So-and-so hating on. Sit your funny looking self. Stay focused, slowness. Put aside your personal issues of whatever man wasn't enough for you. Didn't want you, broke up with, whatever that's going on personally. Bruh, whoever didn't let you in their Boy Scout group, put that aside. Put that aside. Put it aside. I told you, shout out to the righteous members of any defense black organization. My goal is to see more of that with intelligence, family. I'm scared you might have missed what Dr. Wesley just said. I'm scared I might have missed it. What did you say, Dr. Wesley, one more time? As everybody keep giving us a thumbs up, like it, and sharing.
Supremacists, because this plot, this weaponization of coronavirus against black people, is part of the white supremacist Boogaloo 2020.
Look what he put up.
The white extremist Boogaloo 2020.
Now stop.
What is that? Boogaloo is the white supremacist code word for racial civil war.
What is it, Dr. Wesley?
And it comes out of a particular movement among the white extremists called siege culture.
Would you break it down for us, Dr. Wesley? Dr. Wesley!
These are the militarized aspect of the white supremacists.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop. My sister Kim, shout out to my sister Kim. Kim, who just gave a gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Kim, my sister Kim, see? Did you all see what our sister just gave the last gift, what she just said? She said, Vicky, you warned us months ago, weeks before the first thing went down. I was warning you guys because I was doing it based on me understanding the nature. The moment I heard some of the scientists were saying how it was being spread, and I'm not just listening to white scientists on TV. I was listening to black doctors. And guess what one of our black doctors said? Dr. Muhammad. One of the doctors, Muhammad, I forget his first name because it was a couple of them. You know what he said months ago? He said, yes, I suggest that you spray stuff in your home, in the air. What did I tell you guys? I gave you all instructions on what to do months ago, didn't I? I told you, make sure, yes, keep washing your hands. I told you to do all that. I told you normal cleaning stuff to do and everything. But what did I tell you our brother said? And I told you I was doing this anyway. I was doing stuff by instinct. I just moved by spirit. That's all I know. Getting you some distilled water in a spray bottle and then putting you some essential oils in there that have antiviral contents in them. I was already doing that. I heard this Black doctor say that. The doctor said months ago when they was telling us they weren't sure that we need to wear the mask, the doctor said, go ahead and wear the mask. And you know what he said? Why? He said, because we don't know enough about the disease not to. And so as soon as I heard that it was possible for it to be spread through coughing and through the air, it wasn't because your sister had knowledge of stuff that was happening in the background. I was going off of based on the nature of your open enemy. These campers, these people from outside, I told you they will weaponize their spit. And then I got a confirmation from another when I heard about another story. I shared you guys those stories. As soon as I was hearing stuff, I said, oh, I got to tell the family. I got to tell the family. Not knowing that this is what my sister Kim, she just said, Vicky, you warned us months ago. Black family, nobody is trying to hate on you handling a white supremacist foe. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Everybody hit that subscribe button, the thumbs up. If you're watching us elsewhere, make sure that you share, that you like. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicky on Twitter, and Instagram, Vicky X Dillard. Listen again.
Who plot violent actions to further accelerate the boogaloo, the racial civil war. The white supremacists are talking, using the language.
Listen.
Boogaloo 2020, the racial civil war of 2020, and the weaponry is the coronavirus. Boogaloo 2020. And so, in January, follow the chronology.
Follow the chronology.
In January, COVID-19 was an affluent white affliction. In February, the plot by white extremists to, once they are inflicted with the virus, they have a mandate to go into Black neighborhoods and spread the virus, while Black people are sending memes around, happy that with our ginger ale, we are immune to the virus. And then a month later, by March 24th, the data shows the transmigration of COVID-19 from affluent white communities to poor Black communities was official. It was the end of March, in the beginning of April, that all of the reports on the news start reporting of how surprisingly outsized the impact of COVID-19 now is on Black people. Well, it did not organically go from affluent white communities to poor Black communities.
That's right.
That process had assistance by white extremists, both in leather jackets, but also in white lab coats. Please understand that the white extremist movement in America is a proxy, has always been a proxy for the deep state establishment in America. For example, nobody personifies the nexus between government biological warfare programs and the white extremist movement like Dr. Larry Ford.
That's all I'm going to say, or that's all we're going to listen to right there. I think the point is well made. I think the point is well made. And I got to get ready to go. But I want to end with our ancestor, my mentor at a distance. Somebody talk Black to me. Dr. Francis Cresswell says to us that racism is a universal operating system of white supremacy and domination in which the majority of the world's white people participate. She tells us I'm getting there. She tells us that the definition of racism, white supremacy, is the local and global power system dynamic structured and maintained by those who classify themselves as white, whether consciously or subconsciously determined. This system consists of patterns of perception, logic, symbol formation, thought, speech, action, and emotional response as conducted simultaneously in all areas of people activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. Watch this. The ultimate purpose, and this is what you guys got to understand, of the system is to ensure white genetic survival and to prevent white genetic annihilation on Earth, a planet in which the overwhelming majority of people are classified as non-white. All of the non-white people are genetically dominant in terms of skin coloration compared to the genetic recessive white-skinned people. Wesleyan was against white supremacy and the emasculation of black men, that particular excerpt says. I read that book years ago when I was in the belly of the beast, as well as the destruction of ancient Africa, as well as numerous books from the nation, as well as others. That's what this is about. This is about love, and it's about you, and it's about keeping our eyes on the white supremacists. I hope to see more intelligent formation and defense of black folk, but again, intelligently. And when someone sounds the alarm about engagements and conversations from white supremacists that's offering help, and you tell them, yeah, you can come on down. Somebody just said, well, he said they couldn't join. I've already addressed that slowness. But how many of you all know that if we're listening to what the reports are saying, what your sister is saying, what other black conscious folks are saying, what Dr. Wesley was saying, how many of you all know that they could have just been within proximity of you guys and sneeze and cough and say, what's up, man, we got your back. And they know that they could have been doing what? Fulfilling that assignment to spread COVID-19. That's just one of the things that these cowards do. My goal is to make you intelligent. Intelligence comes in the classified forms, top secret, unclassified. And then you got that deceptive knowledge. So I'm going to ask you again, you going to believe the word over this white supremacist? Or you going to listen to your black brothers and sisters that's looking out for you? Thank you so much for tuning into The Vicky Show. I can't wait to see you again. I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, that you like, share, and comment. Black family, I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm trying to love on you. And even if you disagree, you're not going to stop me from speaking the truth, especially when the spirit moves me to do something. My stuff was not about hating on anybody. I desire the rise of black folk all over. But I want us to do it intelligently. That's it. Shout out to our brothers and sisters who have the right heart to do that. But they're different kind of soldiers, and don't you dare disrespect the other kinds of soldiers that's been paying a price. And some of you have been doing that work a long time. And some of you, this was your first time showing up. Congratulations. But because this is your first time showing up in the streets, baby, don't start smelling yourself. I'm a girl from Mississippi, born and raised. Smelling yourself is when you're getting a little arrogant and you done did something for the first time in your life, or you engage in something where you think you're the only one. Somebody talk black to me. Don't start smelling yourself and disrespecting the other people that's been loving on you, educating you, putting the money where their mouth is. Don't do that now. Don't do that. I love you. I love you big time. And I can't wait to see you again. Weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, The Vicky Show, right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. I came to you in peace. I leave you in peace. I hope to see you at ClubVicky.com, ClubVicky.com, my mastermind that I do every Wednesday evening, live and direct. I'm answering questions for you in this exclusive VIP access. Also, FlyNubianBusiness.com, and our store is shopfnq.com. I love y'all. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Ma'at hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved.